Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and this little lady in here, if you can see her, that is Thumper, and she is broody, and she has been broody for almost 2 weeks now. And so we decided we are just going to let her set on some eggs. I've tried to take her out, and I've not tried super hard to break her from being broody. But this is the first time. She just started laying a couple months ago, and I really did not think that she was going to stay broody from what I've read and everything. So I just kind of let it go, but she is bound and determined to stay sitting on eggs, and she is feisty. She has drawn blood on me twice trying to get eggs out from under her, because she goes and she gets everybody else from theirs nest and rolls them into hers, and a couple of eggs have gotten broken that way. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna let her set on a nest. And this is our brooder box. I'll back up in a second. I'm having to hold the lid up to show you what it looks like. And this is what I set up for her, and I'm debating on whether I can leave the water right here. From what I've read, food and water should be close to them, because I've always just bought chicks. I've gone and bought chicks every year. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to just try, and whatever males I have a friend that will take those, because we have one rooster. We didn't plan on having any roosters. We have one, and one is enough. Like 3 times this week, he has decided 1 o'clock in the morning is the perfect time to start having a crow off with the neighbor's rooster. So one is definitely more than enough. So Miss Bambi is in here, and she just pulled my glove literally off my hand. She grabbed a hold of it and didn't let go when I was trying to slip a couple more eggs under her, because I realized when I picked her up, she had a couple under her in the nest, in the coop. So this is an experiment for me. I really wanted to do it a week ago on my birthday, and that would have been kind of cool. But when I counted the days out, we were not going to be here when the chicks were due to hatch, and I wanted to be here when they were due to hatch. I didn't want anyone else having to deal with that I needed to be here. So I put it off, and I figured if she decided to stop being broody, then that was just the way it was going to be. But she is most definitely still very broody. If I reach for her, she will just fluff. And if I put my hand under there, she attacks it. So I have this all set up for her. This will be great for weeks, for the first few weeks that the baby chickens are up and about, because there's plenty of space in here. And then when they're bigger, I'm going to talk to Chris about putting me a door in over here so that she can come and go with her baby chicks as she pleases once they're a little bit older. And then when they are much older, they can go into the coop with the big girl. So I'll just back up and show you what I have here. And I just cracked this right here, this door. I'm gonna see maybe if Chris just wants to rip a line all the way up so that it's even, and that way I can open each side independently, because it's cracked, and I think it would probably be better just to do that. So I'm gonna probably put her another water down here away from her bedding and stuff. So if she were to kick shavings and stuff in that one and it get clogged up, she has a second water. And that's where oyster shell and treats are dispensed. I still have to feed to fill that up. And it is open where all the other chickens, which they have all been very curious, I just shooed them off as to what is going on over here. And I just thought maybe it would be better if I went ahead and put her in here, just to maybe keep some of the broken eggs down, because she will not leave anybody else's eggs alone, and I keep getting broken eggs. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'm marking my calendar. Today's the 14th of March, and we should have Easter chickens. So right after Easter is when they should be born. I think like the 3rd. I'll have to go back and look at the calendar. So this is the setup. I'm gonna change out the tarp that I have over it. This has actually made it through the hurricane last year, and it's looking a little rough and crooked, and it takes a second set of hands to really get it on here straight. So I'm gonna get Chris out here and get him to give me a hand stretching these poles out some more. And I think I want to pull the tarp down lower. We do not expect any more freezing temperatures, but if they do, I can come out and I can cover this with another tarp or a blanket to keep some of the heat in. But honestly, I think they will be fine. Even if it is open, I do have her a clear crate in here, which does have some sides to it that will block the wind, and I can always come in and add something a little bigger if I feel that's necessary. But for now, I think this is going to be good for her, and I think it will maybe keep down on some of the broken eggs and some of the issues that we've been having. So I just need to go get some bricks. We were gonna talk about putting hinges or latches on each corner, but I've just been using bricks on the corner because I don't open it that often except when I change shavings. So I just filled her up with all fresh bedding. She has fresh hay, fresh water, fresh feed, and I am going to go get her a higher protein feed because from what I read, that is what I need to do. Hey Goldie, coming to investigate. And it looks like Poppy is getting ready to come investigate. That's a little white one right there with the blue legs. She lays some pretty blue eggs for me. And there's our big rooster, Sheldon, right over here. He is massive. He is huge. To me, he's huge because he's so much bigger than all the other chickens. And I mean, you can see the size difference on those. I've never had a rooster before. Maybe a lot of roosters are just as big as him, and he's shocking to me, but he's also very loud, like incredibly loud. But he's a good rooster so far. He's yet to attack me. The first time he does, he is a goner. I'm not going to have one that I have to worry about coming in here and having him chase me, or if my nephew's here and chasing my nephew and getting spurred. So far he's been great. He's really good about looking out for predators, and he and the dogs get along just fine, and he breaks up fights when the girls start arguing. He'll get in between them when they're going at it. So I have no complaints about him so far other than his middle of the night crowing. But that's just been happening the last couple of weeks. So, well, I'm going to go finish putting all of this bedding up and finish cleaning this up, go get the rest of the bricks for the corners. I do have a brick down inside here, and when I open the lid, it just makes it easier for them to get a little bit of height from the brick to jump up onto the side and get in and get out. But I really do want Chris to put me a door in here so that I can open it for the mama and her babies, and they will easily be able to get in and out of here until they're ready to go to the big coop. At least that's my idea. Chris is like, I did not realize that when I built you this, that you were going to start wanting to hatch eggs, but he should have. So, all right, I'm going to sign off here, finish doing this, and my lunch break will be over soon, and then I am going to have to go back to work.